Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Cold Waters
Con
with
sonar,
Mags.
Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
And we've got a couple of auto updates here, a couple of trawlers operating on the surface. So, we are continuing our new mission to hunt down a pack of Chinese, or potentially Russian, attack submarines harassing shipping in the area of South Korea, about 100 nautical miles south of South
Sierra
Korea.
4 is classified as merchant.
Ooh, okay, that's a concern. We have 2 trawlers and 2 merchants on the surface, and total array out. No targets. Now, we have intercepted a submarine group. We know that much. We are in the right area. I'm assuming this is our mission objective. Alright, so speed. 11 knots on the trawler.
Come left to 260. Helm I.
It's only 83 decibels in the water. No duct and a very weak layer.
Contact bearing 294. Designated Sierra 5.
Alright, Sierra 5. Looks like you are going in that direction. What are you? You have to be our target.
Con, helm, steady course.
Potentially a Ming? Yeah, I'm going to call that as a Ming.
Con sonar,
I can't,
Sierra 5 is
I can't see this part of the waterfall, but I'm going to
submarine.
call that as a Ming. I think that's our target, or one of. There should be at least 2. What we're hunting here is a pack of submarines, as opposed to a single target. We will get a torpedo out.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Now, we don't have too many torps to play around with here. What I'm going to do is bring the torpedo down and then hook it north, as I normally would. Hopefully, well, we should be able to kill, it's a Ming, we should be able to kill this without too much of an issue, but if there's a second submarine in the area, hopefully it will detect the torpedo as we approach the Ming, so I would have to assume it's somewhere around here. I would assume they would be relatively close together. And that should hopefully get the other one pinging or doing something that will allow us to detect it, if there is a second. There should be 2. The mission objectives are specifically to take down a pack of submarines that are hunting around this area. If this is the mission objective, there should be 2, at least.
Designated Sierra 6.
Okay, that just got interesting really quickly. We have a new target. It is located just there, Sierra 6. So this worked exactly as intended. We have managed to find a new submarine. It's a song.
Con sonar, Sierra 6 is classified as submerged submarine.
Right, we have a song.
Come left to 182. Helm I.
Change depth. We're going to stay above the layer. And we're just going to proceed south. Hopefully that'll get us out of the range of this torpedo fairly quickly. And the Ming is aware of what's going on, and it's getting the hell out of dodge. Put a marker on it. And the other one should be about there. Alright, torpedo 1. We'll send it active so we can speed it up. We want to get onto this song as quickly as possible. Yeah, that wasn't to plan. picking up the submarine, that was the plan. That was pretty close on my guess. It being in this position, not so much. Hopefully we won't have to evade, because we've only got 587 feet of water here, and I don't really want to have to do maneuvers. You don't really want to do maneuvers in the Collins class too much anyway. It's not really built for torpedo beats.
Con, helm, steady course.
You know what, we're going to get the second torpedo out. I'm going to assume that I won't be detected by this torpedo. And that we'll be fine. Because that's really all I can do at the moment. Alright, Torpedo 1 has acquired the song. The Ming's continuing a turn. Torpedo 2 still going true. And the counterfire torpedo has gone active. I'm hoping we're going to be far enough north. I'm not super confident though. I kind of want to go to flank, but I don't really want to risk breaking the wires.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 272.
Song's doing its dance. Torpedo should be visible, but where is it? Oh, that's getting awfully close to the bottom there.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 271.
Ah, here it comes. Looks like torpedo has taken the countermeasure. And did not get it on the turn.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker,
Just taking the
bearing
countermeasure again.
269.
You know, I think it's actually worth remembering exactly how remarkable a modern wire-guided torpedo is. I mean, wire-guided torpedoes have actually been around for a while. I think the first one was put into use in like the late 1800s and were used as harbour defence. And I'm actually, just off the top of my head, not entirely sure what year it was. It was definitely post-World War II that we started using them commonly on modern boats. Late 1950s, early 1960s for things like this, or the precursors to the Mark 48 anyway. Miss there. We'll just do a bit of a manual turn back to get the torpedo back on. But think about it for a moment. Like, in World War II, if you wanted to use a torpedo, and it didn't really matter what nation you were in,
Control, weapon acquired.
there we go, and that should be a kill.
Con
Thank you.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 268. Contact breaking up.
Yeah, if you wanted to if you wanted to actually kill a target with a torpedo, you needed to take into account all of the details from it, and it was almost exclusively restricted to surface ships. You couldn't kill a submarine like this, outside of some pretty serious circumstances. So serious that it only ever happened once. It was literally only one submarine kill in World War II on a submerged, actually moving submarine. you needed to know everything about the target. You needed to know its speed, you needed to know its heading, you needed to know the state of the seas, you needed to know its depth into the water, its range, everything. And you had to pre-program the torpedo and just launch it, and then just hope that you got your information right, and that nothing changed between the point that you launched the torpedo and the point that the torpedo intercepted the target and actually sunk it. A modern torpedo, you can fire and wire guide.
Launch transient from Sierra 5.
Well, I think he's detected the torpedo. But yeah, you can just launch it. You take into account that information to get the best solution to begin with. But then you can use the wire control, the spooling wire that comes out of the back of the torpedo, in order to allow for manual control and adjustment at range. It's the only thing that allows submarine-to-submarine combat to actually happen. As I said, the only time that a submarine was actually sunk in World War II while it was moving and submerged was by a British submarine. And the captain managed to catch sight of I think it was a Mark Type 7 U-boat, managed to catch sight of its snorkel. It was right at the end of the war, and managed to do some really insane maths to fire off, I think it was 3 torpedoes, and managed to get a hit on one of them. He managed to guess the depth correctly and managed to guess all of the submarine's direction and got this torpedo to actually hit the target. It only happened once. Every other time a submarine sunk another submarine, the other submarine, the target that sunk, had to be on the surface. We see the wire guidance all the time, and we don't think about this is the whole reason that modern submarines are as dangerous as they are. It's not the nuclear propulsion, it's not all the fancy hull designs, all of that helps. It's the fact they can all guide their wires with precision over extreme ranges against targets that can be fully aware that they're under attack, and the maneuvers that they're performing will make absolutely no difference to their safety because the torpedo can be adjusted.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 307. Contact breaking up. Con sonar. Sierra
the modern
7
seas are
is classified as submerged submarine.
Yeah, the modern seas are essentially controlled by an extension cord. Okay, there's another Ming in there. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the mission objective now, but that's not what I was expecting. Alright, let's make a turn to starboard. Head west, and we can get another torpedo out. I think that's going to be all of our reloads too. Yep, we've only got 4. We've only got what's left in the tube, so we're going to have to go back for supplies after this. So once we've completed our turn, I'll get the next torp out so we don't break any wires, and we'll send it up to go for the Ming, or the second Ming rather, and that should be mission complete, I think. Unless there's a 4th one. Right, so Sierra 7 has detected our torpedo. We'll send it active. So out of navigation mode and actively searching for target. Looks like we're just about on, so we'll pick this one up in just a moment. Counterfire should be fine and not a concern.
Fire control, weapon acquired.
Yeah, torpedoes in. And matching depth. Actually, just thinking about it, the talk of different technologies and the exactly how different submarines operate and the advancements. There's a couple of U-boat sims that are in development at the moment for around World War II era, which is good. We've needed a new one. Silent Hunter 5 was sort of the last major one done, and well, with mods it's pretty good. I've actually got, well, I had an install. It's unfortunately I'm having a few issues with it, but trying to get Silent Hunter 4 working at the moment because that's actually my favourite, playing with US submarines in the Pacific, just because it's a less covered area. It's interesting. I am trying to get one of the sub-sim mods for that running and have been for a while, but there's a few issues. It is an older game, so it is temperamental on modern systems. But what's kind of missing? There's sort of two areas where there's holes. One is the World War I submarine simulation.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing.
There's never
3,
really been a big
0,
one that I'm
8.
aware of. I know there's been a couple that were made many decades ago, but they were never big at the time. Nobody's ever tried to do a large-scale one, and nobody's ever really, at least that I'm aware of, has ever tried to do that period post-1945 up to 1960, where you're sort of on the interchange between World War II diesel-electric submarines and the very first generation of nuclear boats switching over. There's an interesting period there for submarine sims, in the start of the Cold War, that, again, I don't think anyone's ever really covered.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Almost thought he was going to dodge that one.
7, last bearing, 3, 0,
Well,
9.
at least he was going in the right
Contact
direction to
breaking
hit the bottom in a hurry. Boink, there he goes. Alright, so 2 Mings and a Song. Not exactly a great day fishing in terms of technology and size, but still 3 boats that are more than capable of making life for surface merchants very, very difficult. So hopefully that was our group, because we've only got 3 torpedoes left if it wasn't. Alright, so after action report. 1 Song, 2 Mings, we didn't miss anything, 6,470 tons. We have 3 Mark 48s remaining, 25,880 experience. Very pleased to see you dealt with those subs with determination and resolve, Commander. Remember that for every enemy vessel we take out, it means safer transit for our troops and transports. Good work, stand by for additional orders. So that was our objective. Fantastic. Right, sub killers. We've seen this news article before, so we'll just skip through this one. And return immediately to Guam for repairs and to replenish stores. So we will do that right now. So we do have this submarine group to the south of us. We will try and avoid this. Get around the bottom of Japan. Go around the top between the Japanese South Island and Okinawa. And we're pretty much home and clear at this point. This is the other major issue with the Collins class. When you're actually navigating on the main map, like you see here, it is representative of its actual speed. So it's not fast. 20 knots maximum speed, so even moving at flank, it's going to take a little while to get home. Alright, achievements to date. Commander Huge Ass, HMAS Rankin, S78. We're 47 days into this war, 11 missions accomplished, 1 capital ship, 50 other warships, 48 submarines, 13 merchants for 112 vessels sunk, total tonnage 483,144 tons on the bottom, and 5 medals so far. So we're doing well. Alright, so our new mission, tactical situation. Intelligence estimates indicate that enemy commandos will land from submarine in the vicinity of the Spratly Islands. Within the next week, you're ordered to intercept and eliminate them before they land. So we're heading back to the Spratlys. Cool. Rearm and repair. So 5 hours at port, just for R&R. We only need torpedoes. So 4 in the tubes, we've got our 2 anti-ship missiles on board, and we have 2 MOS, 1 in storage and 1 loaded. No, we don't. We've only got 1 MOS loaded. That's alright, we're carrying an extra torpedo, but we're going with only 1 MOS. So hopefully we don't run into any issues. 13 hours to reload. Cast off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Luzon Strait. Somewhere around here, actually a little bit south of us at the moment, somewhere in here I think, is the wreck of the former Russian flagship of the Pacific Fleet. So we're just transiting the area to get to the Spratlys, and we were intercepted. Looks like we got a submarine patrol. Not sure what we've got yet.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
Right. Well, that is not whatever we are after at the moment. We should probably make sure we cleared most of those.
Depth 4
Heading to
feet,
44
dive
feet. It's actually going to be really close. Change course.
Come right
Bring us
to
right
2,
alongside
8,
this
6,
merchant.
Helm I.
So we're near the surface. As close as we can get. If we haven't picked up the target... Yeah, haven't picked up our submarine targets by the time that merchant gets to us.
Come right
Sure
to
that crosses.
2, 9,
Yeah, by the time
1,
that merchant
Helm
gets
I.
to us, we will we'll go active directly underneath the merchant. Use the merchant to sort of shield that we're here.
Raise the radar mast.
Alright, radar mast is up. We've confirmed the merchant
Dive at 4 feet, dive by.
and nothing else. Cool. Alright, we'll just give it a little bit of time for us to get nice and
Con
close.
sonar, new contact bearing 142, designated Sierra 2.
Sierra 2. Now that is definitely going to be one of our targets because it has to be. We've already cleared the surface. What are you? No. Actually having a bit of trouble identifying this one. That can't be. We should have cleared that by radar.
Raise the radar mast.
No, there it is.
Con sonar, Master 2 is classified as merchant.
Make depth 4 feet, dive by.
Alright, radar
Lower the
down.
radar mast.
That was weird. We are going active, see if we can get this Sierra 3 back again.
Search. Con sonar regained
We can.
contact on Sierra 3, bearing 197.
Alright, signature is unreadable. It's there. But a 68% solution. No, there it is.
Con sonar, launch transient from.
Shit.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as submarine.
Make depth 200
Victor 3.
feet, dive by.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 196. Contact
Go to
faded.
300 feet.
Make depth 300 feet, dive by.
Alright, that's a bigger submarine than I was expecting. I was expecting a song or something else in this patrol, but a Victor 3. Maybe not alone either, although we've only got one contact came up. Alright, impact. Go deeper.
Make depth 900 feet. Dive by.
Yeah, full ballast, full everything, go deep.
Passing 300 feet.
Come left to
Continue to
109.
turn
Helm
through
high.
for the merchant. I don't want to get any closer than I have to, and I want to go as deep as I
Passing
can.
400 feet.
Right, mark location, and it's probably about there now, still continuing on course.
Passing 500 feet.
Cons.
Passing 700 feet.
Alright, good news. Torpedo is active.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
And there it is. We needed a depth change to get below the layer. So we have... Well, we know it's in here somewhere. There. It's right there.
Con sonar regained contact on. Con sonar launch transient from Sierra 3.
You can try and tell me it's down there all
Con
you
sonar,
want. I can see the
noisemaker
launch.
bearing 201.
Right, let's go off active sonar. We've managed to work out where it is now. Track depth.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Torpedo matched and tracking target. We're probably not going to see this one until the torpedo hits.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing
Second
202.
noisemaker. Update location. Torpedo is tracking through countermeasure. It's following the Vic down, depth change. So I'm guessing the sub was turning this way. Matching depth. I think we've got a hit.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3.
We
last
do.
bearing 202. Contact breaking up.
Well, that's another Russian Vic down. They're going to be running out of these at some point. Actually, no, I think they built quite a lot of these, so we might have to sink a few of them before we fully take them out. But no other reactions in the water, so it looks like just the one Vic 3 operating on its own. Alright, after action report. Victor 3 sunk, 7,250 tons, 29,000 crew experience, crew proficiency increased, and 1 torpedo spent. So that's our bonus torp that went with only having 1 Moss. Please resume your actual mission objective. Well, that's rather rude. We're en route to our actual mission objective. Anyways, ladies and gents, hope you enjoyed the video and thank you very much for watching. Cold Waters will be returning to the channel very soon, and until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, take care.